Hello there, everybody. Wait, what? And I am back with probably finally going to be the final, last episode of Dysfunctional Systems, Episode 1, Learning to Manage Chaos. Right now it is morning, and I should be playing or narrating as, or I am, Waverly, Winter's roommate. Let's get on with this. I need to do something. Right, I should do something. The doctor, nurse, though whatever she was yesterday, told me to make sure that Winter ate breakfast and drank liquids. I'm not living up to that responsibility. It's already past 12 and she's still sleeping. Then I should wake her up, right? I don't know. First off, that's really weird. I hardly know her. Secondly, just watching her in bed feels sketchy. She's curled up in there, looking uncomfortable. I just can't. Frankly, it's cute. Frankly, just having that opinion makes me feel scummy. Whatever. It's probably best if she wakes up on her own. Then again, she's been shivering. She could have a fever. I glance over at her from my desk. Man, I have to check. What is this? 14 hours rest? I set my book face down with care and rise, tiptoeing over to her bedside. She's so small and pathetic, really. She reminds me of this one kid we had back at home. A runt. Feels like anything that happens to her is too much. She shivers again, and I have some ideas to warm her up that would likely make our relationship even more awkward. Do it! Well, I need to at least touch her forehead to make sure she's alright. Or not, I guess. So in the last time, it was the one dude that had to tell her to check if she has a fever, right? So things are a little bit different, at least. That's good. It's actually a bit cool. She sweat out a lot during the night, looks like. So I imagine any fever she's had is gone now. I pull back my hand. While she is readjusting, I retreat to my desk and pretend to be reading. I hear her sit up, and I flinch a bit in spite of myself. Morning. Is it really? I look over my shoulder to find her rubbing her face and turning to the window. She grumbles and puts a palm over one of her eyes. How are you feeling? Not much. I mean that I don't feel much of anything. Could be because of... and the medicine. She nods just a little. You seem better, I guess. She abruptly flops down onto her mattress after a small silence. I turn back to face my book. It's actually past noon, by the way. I figured. You'll have to settle for lunch instead of breakfast. I consider apologizing, but restrain myself. I wonder if she even wants to eat. I'm guessing no, if that doctor was so insistent that she do so. Are you going back to sleep? I look over my shoulder again. Winter? Out like a light. Great. I'll have to steel myself later and just shake her awake, I guess. I get back to the novel in my hand. Oh, this is getting intense. I got this book from the World's Library. It's called A Crime of Romance novel, or whatever. It's not strange to be interested in weird literature, is it? No, I don't think so, at least. I mean, come on, it's perfectly normal to be interested in unusual things. You just can't read this sort of thing from any earthen source. Nothing this terrible exists. Great, just now. I was starting to enjoy this. It's what's his butt. I close the book and put it down, though I don't get up to answer the door. If it's someone important, like the doctor, then she'll say something. Anyone else would either tarry for only a bit, or keep knocking till they're answered. Oh man, what is this? I've got a feeling. I sigh, I stand from my chair, and I stretch a bit. Only then do I step over and open the door. Vive, you've got your nose in some body books again? You're reading some pornography again? Answer the door, quick, yay? This is the worst possible visitor. It's like the brightest star has descended right here in the hallway. She's all smiles, and I don't need this right now. I don't read pornography here today. Cockle, I really don't want to hear your vile accent right now. She puts on a pretend expression of hurt. You'll insult me at the door? You won't even bloody well invite me in? That's the kind of behavior befitting less of you, V, not you. I stare at her. And V, you've got to be honest. I know you delay in entertaining guess, rely no fancy, but you got to admit it's one to it one day. Huh? Admit to it? What? V, listen. She grabs my shoulders and looks me in the eyes through her ridiculous, transparent, colored shades. Listen to me. If you're not honest, you'll rot. Rot? Yeah, rot. Hard T. Say it. Sewinian. Oh, Sewinian? She could at least remove her hands from my person before she asked for another. You came to see Winter? Her grin returns and it's full of obnoxious glory. Gahahaha, yeah! I heard she fucked up massively. I wish I'd been there to see it. Her face, flushed with tears. You want to make fun of her? She laughs again, shaking me a bit. Ha, you're killing me here, V. V, sweet V. Chaos hath made its fun of her already. What more could I do? She nuked the entire system, man. How do you even do that? Ugh. Can't you even, for a second, attempt to resemble a decent human being? V, I just said I'm not here to make fun. I just want to see her. Mayhaps give her a giant little cheeks a poke or two. She's not gaunt. Her smile vanishes. Ah, you're right, V. Her thighs. Her smile returns. What does she have to fill those thighs, V? What does she do to fill those thighs, V? Has she let you give him a squeeze yet? Yet? She's a mess of a girl. Hardly even looks a girl, but those legs. Who gave her the idea to wear the stockings of hers? Goodness. You sound like a lesbian. V, I'm just admiring another beautiful woman. I was a beautiful woman myself. Nothing lesbian about that. Her lips twist a little, and she looks right into my eyes. Tell me, who here would think of another girl with lustful eyes? Who's the man, Waverly? Ah, but I digress. Winnie could stand to be much more beautiful, right? Get your bloody hands off me already. She does so. So, can I come in now? No. Why on earth not? You're a bastard, Erie. Erie? Oi! She points at me. Let's be a bit more subtle here, right? Let's keep it fun. Fun, she says. And hey, I should be allowed in. Winnie is my best friend. She is not. Why, what authority dost thou make such bold claims? By common sense, you clod. She giggles. Yeah. Girl did not even begin to mess about my Northwesterner's voice. It's like listening to a breeze. And you're like listening to a cat being drawn and quartered. Oi? Shit, why'd I mention that? I reflectively cover my mouth, as if I can grab what I've just said before I can reach her ears and swallow it back. Her ears perk up. She blinks. Drawn and quartered? What's that? I refuse to answer. Is it a kind of torture? I watch her repulsion as she quietly lifts her thumb to her mouth and gently bites the nail. Nibbling. She sways the rest of her hand in slow motion. She gives me the slightest smile. Been reading some interesting stuff from the libraries, eh? Old waves? What's the book? Forget it. Tease, I'll find it. The faith. She leans in the door, smirking. She crosses her arms and visibly relaxes. Okay, love, I want you to know that I'm loving this, and I love it dearly in faith, but I do want to see Winnie. Mercy, this girl is persistent. Didn't I say no? Then can you tell her that I feel bad for her? Do I look like the type to spread lies? Tell her I want to see her. What for? Because I told you to. No, I mean, why do you want to see her? She shrugs. Because it feels like that will build character V, and I'm a scholar for character study. Grin again, she adds. So I admit I was interested in her before, because she's like a little animal, and you don't want to grab such things up and just eat them. You're coming on too strong, it's suffocating. Me? Me? She stares at me, her hands over her chest and mock visibly. Eventually she starts to smile. God, I wish she'd just go away. She drops her hands. Ha! It's too bad for me, you're such a powerful gatekeeper. I can't even catch a glimpse of the gray little one from here. I guess I'll be seeing you then, V. Let's hope not. I think the teacher was going to come around to this room a bit later. Which? I'll tell you if I knew, lovely. Good luck and peace. Bah. She finally departs. Right. I return to my desk in a foul mood. I don't even want to pick this book back up. Waverly, who was that just now? I put my arms on my desk and slouch, resting my cheek in my hands. Erie. Erie? Yeah. She wanted to talk to me? Well, no, probably not. Ah, she didn't want to see you, though. She wanted to... Well, we all know Erie by now, don't we? Here's some kind of ragged, pulsing breath, which I take for Winter's laugh. We do. She's a character. I flipped my book back open and began once more from where I left off. I don't want to bother having her around. I don't want to bother hearing her around. The noise from before repeats with something of greater intensity, leading to coughing. I sigh. I'm sorry, Winter. I'm too amusing for sick people, I guess. You're ridiculous. I'm too wonderful, amazing, astounding. Stop that! I should have chosen to go to a comedy school. You'd get laughed off the stage in a bad way. You laugh at my jokes, and you go on to say that? I shouldn't bother helping you out anymore. More ridiculousness. No, I command you. Command me? I command you to open the windows. It's hot. Winter. It's the middle of winter. Ugh. I do suppose the thermostat's rather high. I start getting up, and there is my smoldering attractiveness to consider. So stifling. Winter hacks/laughs again as I go to complete her task. There's something special to be said about people who cause laughter with intent to breed suffering. Oh, what's that? I open the first window. Wait, let me try to be clever. Opening a second, I begin to return to my seat. It's better to be clever when you're quick on the take. Winter. Oh yes, I was certain I had something there. You've ever gotten the feeling that there's something smart to be said? If only you could figure out what it was? That's what happened. I wasn't really paying attention to what's been going on. You're not stifling when I back your test, especially that when you cut laughter with the intent to breed suffering. Oh, what's that? Window. Wait, I'm trying to be clever. It's better to be clever when you're quick to take Winter. Oh yes, I was trying to add something there. That's what my problem was. Every time Winters talked, I was thinking it was Waverly, and vice versa. Okay. I sit down looking over at her. How slow are you? I feel like chilled molasses, except warm. Very slow. By the way, a teacher should be coming around. Which? If I knew that, I'd tell you, lovely. I should stop that. I already regret saying it once. I can hardly believe she comes from the same continent as I do. The Centralands are huge, you'd best believe it. Plus, I'm pretty sure she's somewhat can't talk! Plus, I'm pretty sure she's somewhat southwestern, with a name like that. Do you all sound the same in the Northwest? Yes, Winter. All 70 million of us talk exactly like me. Sorry, it's just a lot smaller. I smile. Well, honestly, the regional differences are nothing compared to the differences between the Westerners here and you middle folk. At least our worst dialect is still understandable. Understandable? I can understand Erie just fine, actually. I let out an exaggerated groan. Please, I don't need any more talk like that in my life. I just can't understand it, that's all. I didn't say that I had to reproduce it. I laugh a bit. She seems to have gotten more energetic, even if she is still laying in bed. It's good we're friendly, even if I do hesitate to take care of her. Having a poor roommate sounds like the worst. Winter Harrison's place? Coming. As I get up, I smile at Winter. Bet on who it is? I don't know all their voices yet. Think it's our combat instructor? Souther isn't ancient, Winter. It sounds more like Henry. She pulls the cover up over her face a bit in a slow show of embarrassment. Adorable, but enough dallying. Hello, Mr. Penn. I was right. Good day, Waverly. How are you? Fine, sir. Oh, Waverly's here? Isn't that... Waverly, it's been a week since I last saw you. A better few weeks, so you've been fine, eh? Ah, yes, sir. My first mentor? What's he doing with Henry? You know, seeing them side by side, they really dress alike. Very stylish, very sharp. You mentioned this child? Or, you mentored this child? Can you believe it? They give me the simplest jobs only because I'm so young. There are plenty of reasons for it, Walter. Plenty of bullshit. I've done measures better than what was it we did, Waverly? I totally forgot. It was so boring. Our first mediations are apparently always supposed to be really easy, and unfortunately very tame. Long term, no low danger. I think it had something to do with Earth, like moving dirt. It was incredibly stupid. I think it was the construction issues. I stand corrected. There's nothing that can top that, Henry. Playing in the mud, right? That's totally the pinnacle. Don't be a smart ass, Walter. Walter's one of the more bizarre things I've encountered since becoming a mediator, and he's from Earth. I can't actually peg him down at all. He's the only thing I clearly remember about my first mediation. I know, I know. Anyway, we didn't come here to pester my protege. Winter Harrison, right? That's right. Is she in Waverly? Yeah, but don't worry. You don't need to go get her. I just wanted you to relay some things. Harrison. Was that Cyrus's girl? Yes, from the dead world. You're here for the girl who went through that? Yes. Walter puts on a strange, somewhat negative expression and places a hand on his hip. Pursing his lips, he looks at me and then past me into the room. I just kind of avoid his eyes. I don't know what Cyrus was doing. His report was nonsense. Walter. Nonsense, Henry. His explanation, what went down, it's horseshit. I don't want to hear it. How did he manage to fuck things up so massively? There were simple checks to go through. I know he's all about just getting over with, but they were children's mistakes, and he ruined a child for them. I'm going to need to talk with him later. Will you come? He doesn't listen to anything I say. If you don't persist with numbskulls, they never will. Even though he's a top-tier mediator, I don't think I've ever heard any other mediators go long without talking mess about Cyrus. I'm a little pissed off with him, too. Not that I know entirely what went down. The death of an entire world. I wonder what they'll say about it when we next have class. I wonder how many other students know about it. There's so many worlds, though. So many planes. Maybe they won't bother. What's one more lost? I don't know what I'm thinking. While I'm musing over my cruelly dismissive thoughts, a white square of paper moves into my eyesight. Looking up, I see that it's a letter being held by Henry. Give this to Mistress Harrison, would you? I take it. On the front reads, for whenever it's too much to bear, read this, Henry Penn. Tell her to expect a meeting with me later as well. I nod. Glancing briefly inside, Henry bends to my ear and speaks in a whisper. Presently, I won't offer my condolences or words of her, as it would be rude of me to assume her state. Sorry about that. I prefer to talk to her directly, you see. He puts a hand on my shoulder. If this has affected you, as it very likely might have, you know where my office is. He straightens up and looks at his watch. I rotate my shoulder a little. It's Winter, right? I nod. Yes. Make sure Winter thinks about what happened, everything that happened. This isn't something to run away from. I nod slowly. Same goes for you, Mistress Eyre. He pokes my nose at the tip, and I wiggle it in irritation. What is with these men and touching? Walter smirks at me. Weirdo. Let's get going, Walter. All right. Henry nods with his departure. Walter smiles and waves. I close the door. I stretch out again and look at Penn's letter. Who was it? My first mentor, and I look over at her and Henry. He wrote you a letter. I draw attention to said letter by raising it a bit and flapping it lightly. Your first mentor? Walter Lynn, something Western. Moving to her bedside, I hand her the letter. I don't think you should read it yet. Winter looks it over and gives it a light shake. She frowns. Me neither. I hesitantly allow myself a smile. That's good, right? It's for when things become too much to bear. I wiggle my fingers with jokey emphasis. Yeah. Resting the letter on her bed, she goes quiet. You need to eat, girl. She grimaces at me. Do I, really? Yes. Now come on. I reach down and she grudgingly extends her arms, bracing me from around the back of my neck. I pick her up in my arms. What is this? I don't want to walk. You need to walk. I only picked you up since you didn't put your feet to the floor when I moved in. I'm just really lethargic. I don't want to move around at all. I've had this wicked cough. You can stand, can't ye? I'm not kidding. At least just to the door. That's embarrassing. It's totally embarrassing. I don't want to be seen like this. Please, Waverly. Goggle, no. You've been lying in bed long enough. Down you go. I begin to lower her, and she moans in complaint. Man, this girl's too light. Feels like I'm barely holding anything. After whining a bit more, she relinquishes and carefully stands. I help her to the door, pause to let her stretch her legs a little. Are you good? She's quivering and everything. I think I'm fine. Let's get going. Come on, I'll hold on to you at least. Thanks. I need that, I think. The end, right? That's the end? Yeah, maybe? The end? Goodbye. Yeah, save it. Winter, whatever. Yeah, that was the other type of route thing for dysfunctional systems. It is much better, I would say. And the other one is fine, especially if you don't know this route, but I prefer that one. And now, I think we've finally gone... Wait. Yay! Look at all that. It's so cool. We are going to next. Winter Punch, Winter Punch. Oh, okay. There. No! Yay. No! Come on. That's Winter's mom? Did I miss something? Whatever. Cyrus bleeding. Yeah, stuff. Bomb explosion. Okay. Winter. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going through to make sure I've seen everything. I know I've seen everything. Sad crying Winter. Head in toilet Winter. Stuff. Bombs. Yay. Okay. Nice little images in here. What's going on there? Wow. Mech? They're mech girls? Mecha girls? Why? Aww. Where did all these come from? Now they're... Winter, I don't think you're gonna get out. Oh, tentacles. Oh no! Get out of there, Winter! Is this what the game's gonna like become? In different worlds till we become RPG, become... Oh, it's like... Nice. Oh, no. That one. Cyrus and Winter getting some snacks on a cool rainy night in another world. Winter probably should have brought some pants. Fun. Waverly. Sweet. I'm really happy to contribute illustrating to this project. It's very impressive how many games Dischan is capable of producing. Best luck in future endeavors. Yes. This one. Hot! Wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh god, Waverly. Illustration Winter. I think the environment design of the system is pretty awesome. I just want to try to do some close here too. Since I couldn't think of anything amazing, I started drawing Winter showing the butt. Also thanks for letting me contribute a great illustration. Ah! What's with all the pervy shots? Oh, I went to concept art. Yay. Sweet. Waverly, okay. Cyrus. Okay. Awesome chick. I don't... Oh, whatever. Okay. I think that's it, so... That was Dysfunctional Systems, Episode 1, Learning to Manage Chaos. And it was awesome, and I'm looking forward to the next one. But I've already said this once before, but I don't care. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all had fun just as I did. And I'll be back with more stuff very soon. Goodbye, and enjoy life. And yeah, goodbye.